What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as we start up our coverage of Stories, The Path of Destinies. It's by Spearhead Games, and it released last month, April 12th, in fact, 2016, and I gotta say, it made me a little bit sad. I was looking forward to getting my hands on this, hopefully even before release, and I tried, and finally I have my hands on it now. I got it a few days ago, and I'm eager and excited to hop in. You're not going to actually, while I would love to do a full LP of this from beginning to end, you're not going to actually get to see the end, so there's going to be a little bit of mystery out there, because they requested that we only go through 3 of the stories. So I guess the way this works is you go through and you do a bunch of stuff, you get to choose different things. I played through a little bit just to get a feel for the game, but you choose a bunch of different like paths or options or something throughout the game, and then when you get to the end of whatever your path is, you go back in time and then you choose something else. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but basically I can do that up to 3 times. So the first one we play through, then we'll go back to time. The second one we'll play through, we'll go back in time. And that third one, that's where we end at the end of that. So you'll never see the conclusion of the game, at least not from me. But that's what they requested. They requested that we didn't do all that. Anyway, this has been a very long intro. Let's hop in and play, shall we? I would like to override. Let's do it.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. But then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Okay, so Reynardo apparently decided to babysit, protect, I don't know, be the guardian of some snot-nosed little kid? I have no idea. But apparently that is where our journey begins. Now, the initial loading time for this first little deal here seemed to be relatively long, but I mean, it's not super long by any stretch of the imagination. So this is going to be well, as you can tell, a narrated, storied thing. It's going to be kind of a top-down view. You get to move around, do a lot of murder, death, killing. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys and gals. I really like it. It should be played with a controller, in my opinion. Plays way, way, way better with a controller than it does with the keyboard and mouse. I'm using a PS3 controller emulating an Xbox 360. Well, controller, that is. And, yeah, let's begin.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Of course he did. Alright, so here we are. We're able to move around with the left analog stick. Otherwise, you actually, to move around, you right-click. It's really strange. Anyway, if you guys spin like this, too, for a few seconds, you actually, ironically and kind of funnily, you unlock a Steam achievement, spinning or something like that. I don't know. Or around the world in 360 degrees. I have no idea. Anyway, but you do unlock some sort of Steam achievement for doing that. So, moving right along, we'll chase down the kid.
The 2 ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right.
That didn't come out right at all.
The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
That doesn't seem good. Alright, so press X to attack. So, pretty simplistic. I gotta say, these are some of the buffest looking ravens I have ever seen in my life. Not that I really look for ravens to, like, be buff. But, pictured ravens, like, you know, even in a cartoon game. These guys seem to be pretty burly. I mean, that is not really a thing you see a lot. There you go. They have been dispatched quite easily. Oh, and there's going to be more. Alright, when an enemy is about to attack, if you press the left analog stick in the direction that they are, and X, you will actually counter. So it is the same as your attack. So you hit the same button that you would attack with, and that's how you counter. So we're going to do that. Go and smack him down, take him out, beat this guy down. I'm going to go and block him, finish this guy off, finish this guy off, counter him, knock him on his butt, and boom! He is down, he is out, we are victorious. And we continue onward toward our ultimate goal of saving the kid, in theory.
Overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him.
Ooh, that is a large ship.
Kid.
Okay, so giant dropship flew overhead. We're hoping that they didn't notice us or the kid. Press X to grab, left click to aim, and then release to throw. Alright. Grab, throw. Grab, throw. And grab, throw. Alright, so simple and easy, sweet, sweet, nice style. Chucking people off
right.
the...
The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renata going to get a hero sword?
Well, apparently, right over here. What is in the chest?
And wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a workshop, though.
Oh, how convenient. There's a workshop right here.
Perfect.
And wouldn't you know it, I can craft myself a hero sword. I know, shocking. This is the sword crafting menu. Here, you can craft and upgrade powerful magical swords. Gather the required materials from the chests scattered throughout Boreas. Alright. Well, I will do so. The selected sword's current level and special power is there. The selected sword and special power at the next level is there. And the resources needed to upgrade the sword, or the selected sword, is there. Alright. You have enough resources to craft your first sword. Do it now, okay? Well, apparently when we craft the sword, we will look badass. So let's go and do that.
Sword. QED.
Okay. So there we go. We now have a hero sword. Not sure why we didn't have that before. It seemed pretty easy to make. I think it's probably better than the sword we had previously.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Huh. Well, isn't that interesting?
He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you. Q, said Renato. Ah, ravens.
Well, it looks like we have to deal with the ravens. I think it's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys noticed. Once we opened the gate... Oh, wow, okay. Wasn't really expecting that. Anyhow, once we had opened the gate, it was a little bit strange because the gate never actually reclosed behind us. So it was a bit strange, to say the least. Okay, well, we defeated the ravens pretty easy.
Into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Well, that sounds like a legitimate thing. Let's do it. Use the altar. Each time you gain a level, you also gain a skill point. Spend your skill points at the altars scattered throughout Boreas to gain new powerful abilities or to upgrade existing ones. Alright. Alright, there are 4 tiers of skills. The more truths you discover, the more tiers you unlock. Okay. Skill info. Here you can find the description of each skill and its unlock requirements. You have a skill point to spend. Go and buy the hookshot skill now. Looks like we'll get to play as the Clockwork Goblin from Dota 2 on this day, folks.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Alright, so you say. Posts can be hooked in order to cross gaps. Press the Y button to hook posts, or to pull enemies toward us. Sweet. Why not? Haha, that was easy. I am so amazingly awesome. I know, it's shocking how good I am. It's not true, guys. It's fine, though.
There was the Farfarer.
Hey, the Farfarer.
She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestrel run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush.
Uh-oh.
Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter! But the kid ran for it, and a goggler nailed him with its eye-beam.
That can't be good. Alright, Goggler. Oh! Yeah, watermelon for everyone, or a nasty fish, or steak, or something, I don't know. That was pretty gross. Alright, well, is the kid okay?
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, in a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Okay, well, the kid apparently turned into a big pile of ashes because he's an idiot. And got killed by a goggler, who apparently does exactly that. Shoots you with an I-beam and turns you into a big pile of ashes. It's a little bit sad. I don't think I want to go that way. I'm going to avoid inhaling the child if I can. Like, that's pretty funny. I mean, it couldn't happen to a nastier kid anyway, so, I mean, let's be real. The kid's all like, well, you should join the rebellion. Are you a chicken chaser? Well, no, but we're apparently a rabbit chaser because you wouldn't stop running from us. Alright, well, I guess we're going to head over here and get onto our ship.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Renato yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It called. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Now, I'm a big fan of giant, amazing, super powerful artifacts and or weapons that can destroy worlds and or whatever. Basically, legendary weapons. I'm a pretty big fan of that, but friendship has something to be said about it, too. I mean, it's a tough call. I think I'm probably going to help out Lapino, but let's just read what both of them do. You can't make new old friends, apparently, is the name of this decision, this choice. The rebellion was out of time, and Renato needed a game changer. Even though Lapino wasn't what anyone considered a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes. Ironically, he is a rabbit, so... or at least it seems like he is. Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Or, build the Sky Ripper. It says a game changer thing again. Alright, an ancient artifact that defeated the Lost Gods would indeed be a game changer, though it was split into two pieces many years ago. Renato could rebuild it by first getting its armature. Well, I want to go with the Sky Ripper, but I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go with the Lapino and the old friends thing.
Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Alright, so we must go and help our buddy Lapino to survive for all of eternity. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. I kind of want to break it off and just do this as like a bit-by-bit progression throughout, but... because I don't know how long each of these missions are going to last, or how long they're going to take.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Alright.
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
Well, ooh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that just came out right there. I like that. Anyhow, I don't know how long these individual missions or stories or whatever are going to last. So, as such, I don't know where I'm going to be able to do the breaks for the different episodes. That being said, we'll try to make it through this one to the next, and hopefully that'll work. We're going to also come over here and give it a shot with crafting the sword. I don't know if we'll be able to do that or not. It looks like crafting the... let's go this way. The Firestorm, we need 2 fire essence and 30 ore. The Winter Thorn, we need 50 ore and 6 water essence. And the Void Blade is 70 ore and 12 wind essences. The Hero Sword's already what it is. Oh, also allows to heal oneself if we get this up to level 2. Well, I'm not quite ready for that just yet, but that's okay. Alright, let's head onward and see what we can do. What kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Apparently there is something over here that... oh, this thing's on the move. Okay.
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop. But it would do.
A flying tabletop. Yeah, I totally would take this. This would save on gas like nobody's business, folks. Jeez, could you imagine?
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Renato had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the Raven's call about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice. Renato's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
Yeah, he did. I always need to smash something. That is just the thing that I always am in constant need of. Smashing stuff. You know me. Bumpy likes to Hulk smash stuff all the time. It's just my thing. Wrong sword. Okay, apparently we can't open that door because we don't have a, what I would assume is a fire sword. But we'll see. Knock knock. Can I get in here? No. Anyone? No? No? Bueller? No? Okay. What about this? Is this open? Nope. Okay. I guess we go this way.
He wasn't that good. Yet.
What does that even mean? Well, I don't need to use the altar yet, I guess is what it means. We haven't leveled up again. Several more hunks of ore. Nice. That is one very, very exceptionally large carrot, by the way. Actually, all of these carrots are pretty big. Well, maybe it's this comparison. Maybe we're a really, really tiny fox. I don't know. Hero sword, open the door. I want to point out again that, like, they're saying you need a hero sword to open it. Okay, well, we've opened it, but then it doesn't reclose behind us. And that's a little off-putting. So how did the kid get through the... Uh-oh. How did the kid get through the gate and then have it close behind him? No. Dang it, I got greedy, guys. I apologize.
Come over here.
That's what I was trying to do last time, in case you're wondering why I got greedy or how I got greedy. I was trying to do that. The get over here Scorpion style from Mortal Kombat, but apparently I was slightly too slow. So we're just going to pull these guys in, chop them up, make them look silly. We did get hit once, a little bit sad.
Landing everywhere.
Ooh, we leveled up.
The advanced guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
That's probably bad for Lapino if he's going to be eaten without being interrogated. There's definitely no stalling tactics there. Well, we're up to 16 ore. Can I break the fruit baskets? No? Aww. Onward we go. Chop through that, chop through that. A little bit more health. I feel, well, I don't know how much backtracking I plan to do, or if we do it at all. So I'm kind of wanting to break everything, even though we don't necessarily need the health yet. And I'm just hoping that this is not a mistake. It could be. It could be a horrible mistake, if I'm being 100% honest. But, maybe not. Maybe not.
It was good to practice your moves, thought Reynardo. Keeps you limber.
Indeed it does. Especially when you're missing your actual targets. Yeah, I was actually trying not to practice my move and hit something, but apparently that fell short. Good, I'm glad I decided to come back this way. Because there's some treasure loot over here to be had and to be held. In the palm of my very hand. Ooh, ore everywhere, along with fire essence, a wind essence, and all sorts of other stuff. We're up to 23. I think we needed 30 for the fire sword, but we need 2 fire essence for it, so let us hold on to that. And here is a shrine. Alright, well, looks like the only thing we can unlock right now is a supernatural dash, or dash as it were.
It was starting to come back to him.
Simple enough.
Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Alright, apparently he's going to say that line every single time we do this. So, for those of you scoring at home, wondering how this works, if you're using an Xbox 360 controller or whatever, so you know, you have the A button at the bottom, or the X button on the PS3 controller, where you dash when you press it in whatever direction you are heading. If you look at the bottom of the screen, that little green bar that's filling up down there, that is apparently your stamina. So we basically right now get 2 shots to dash, and then we have to wait until a bar refills. So, that's where we're at right now, folks. I imagine this is going to be a battle spot. Yeah. I figured. I shall slay all of you, and you shall all die. No. I said no. Get over here. Oops. Ah! So close, but still not quite good enough. And you are done. Alright. Completely handled there. Got hit once. It seems to be the thing. Every combat, I just go, I get slapped one time, and then we move on from there. So, there you have it. Well, here you have it. Right, onward this way. Looks like our hero sword will get us through another.
Run down his back. Or possibly a flea.
Or possibly a flea. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we're not ready for the next altar just yet. Can we get into this creepy graveyard place over here on the left? Nope. What about over here? No, it looks like there's random stuff to be had over here. So we will break through it and get a lot of nothing. Okay, I guess we continue on. Oh, more battles. Nice.
Now, dootsie-doo.
Now, dootsie-doo? What? Hey, we leveled up. We can go back and use this altar and get ourselves a new skill, which I'm pretty excited about. Alright, it looks like we have the entire top tier of stuff that we can unlock now. So let's see here. We can run faster. We can get more health. Countering an attack now causes damage. That's not bad. Defensive reflexes slow down time after a successful counter until your next action. Take a breather and plan your next move. That's not bad either. Attack immediately when the previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. Bonus damage and double combo bonus. Well, it seems legit. I think I'm going to go with the speed. I like moving around quicker. So that's going to be my thing. So we increase the speed by 50%. So we should be quicker now. Are we just like inherently faster? I don't feel like we're that much quicker. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. Alright, well, I will dash on in here. Is that Lapino?
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia.
We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Okay, well, it looks like this is where I'm going to break off episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and you want more information about the game, check down below in the description of the video. I'll have more information about where to get the game, information on the game, the developer. A bunch of links are going to be down there, guys and gals. Enjoy. And please, if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And I will catch you guys soon with the very next episode of Stories, the Path of Destinies. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.